Today, I will explain the ICT scalping model that has around a 70% win rate and is one of the easiest models to use, even without identifying daily bias. A model that helped me transform from an unprofitable trader into a profitable one. It's simple, clean, and built only on price, time, and liquidity. Nothing else. Now let's look at the core concepts we're going to use in this model. The first concept we are going to use is liquidity, in which we will use swing highs and lows. Second, we will use fair value gap on both higher and lower time frame. And the last, we will use market structure shifts on both higher and lower time frame. So, coming to the charts, the first step is to find out liquidity levels on the 15-minute time frame. And the second step is to identify the market structure shift and fair value gap on the 1-minute time frame. So, look here. We had a 15-minute low, which is currently getting swept. This is our sell-side liquidity, which has already been taken. Now we also have to identify our target. For that, you have to use the premium and discount tool within the range and simply mark out the high or the low, which is above or below the 50% level. Let's mark this out as our buy-side liquidity. Now we will simply shift down to the 1-minute time frame. Here, we have to identify a strong market structure shift to the upside. You have to stay patient while waiting for confirmations. We need to see a strong displacement above the high in order to get a high probability confirmation. Notice how price is not breaking any of these highs right here. Instead, price is continuously displacing and closing outside the lows. This simply tells us that the price is not ready to go towards the upside, and we have to wait and let the market break above any high. So let's simply wait until we can see any strong displacement above any high. Now look, for the first time, the market has closed above this high right here. So this becomes our market structure shift to the upside. Notice how big this displacement move is, which makes it a high probability market structure shift. Now for the fair value gap, look, we have a fair value gap here, and we also have another fair value gap right here. Now you might think which one we have to use. For that, you just have to use the premium and discount in this displacement range, and use the fair value gap that is below the 50% level. So let's enter on this fair value gap, place our stop at the low, and target the buy-side liquidity, which we had already marked out earlier. Now we just have to wait and see what happens. Now the price retraced back to the fair value gap, so our order has been triggered. Notice how price is continuously displacing to the upside, confirming that we are on the right side of the market. Once again, price displaced above the highs. Now price went to our buy-side liquidity, giving us a clean target with zero drawdown. You just have to follow these same steps in order to use this model. Now look here how cleanly price respected our fair value gap, which was in the discount zone. In this example, we had a 15-minute swing high, which has been swept, so this becomes our buy-side liquidity. We also have a fair value gap here, so we will mark this out as well. Why did we mark this fair value gap? Because we don't have any clear high here, so we marked the fair value gap that is in the discount zone. Now let's shift down to the 1-minute time frame and look for a market structure shift and fair value gap. The candle has now closed below this low, which makes it a validated market structure shift. We also have a fair value gap here, so we will mark this out. Then we will enter on this gap and place our stop just above the recent high. For the target, you can also target fair value gaps, but since we have a low right here, we will target this low. Now let's see how it plays out. The market instantly triggered our order and started moving to the downside. In the end, it went to our sell-side liquidity, giving us a clean target. Look how price respected the fair value gap and delivered our target perfectly. So, thanks for watching. If you want to learn more, make sure to join my Telegram and Discord servers. You will get daily market overviews and access to a trading community. If you want one-to-one mentorship, then check out the link in the description or drop me a message on Discord. Also, if you want to buy an evaluation from a trusted prop firm, you can use my code FAITHFX to get 55% off and a free account on QuantTekel. Thanks once again, and I will see you in the next one.